Hello, hello, hello once again, everybody out there all across the globe. You are tuned in to the #1 station on the net, Hotline Radio, and I am your guy, Keith Harris, host of the Keith Harris Show. Now, I myself, talk to a lot of different people, film industry, and one thing that we really love, and that we all love, everyone loves, we love it, the industry loves it, the red carpet people love it. We all love fashion, whether it be the winter line, the summer line, the spring or the fall line. We all love fashion. We live for it. All right. Today, I'm excited because we have a very special guest on the show today, and she is bringing some extremely delicious and delightful fashions that she is working on, as a matter of fact, with her new line that she plans to come out, and a rather unique way of displaying this line too, may I add. So, without any further ado, I would like to roll out the red carpet for her and welcome to the show, Imen Guelbi. How you doing, Imen?
Hey, Keith, how are you? Hi, everyone. I'm thrilled to be on this show. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Hey, this is an exciting place to be, Imen.
Yep, definitely. Yeah.
No doubt. First of all, so you down in ATL? You in Atlanta now?
I am in Atlanta, yeah, but I was born in Tunisia. It's in north of Africa.
Oh.
It's a beautiful place. I invite everyone to go there, have fun this summer. We have beautiful sandy beaches.
Wow, that's the thing, the beach. Yeah. Everybody's thinking about the beach. So Tunisia, you say that's north of Africa, right?
This is north of Africa. Yeah. We have neighbors. Algeria, Morocco. We are in the Mediterranean Sea, basically.
Wow, that's where it's lovely. Yeah. And of course, we still can hear the accent. Great accent.
I am. I mean, I'm so sorry for the accent. You'll have the French Arabic accent coming up, but bear with me, guys.
No, we love the accent. The accent is nice. We like it.
Thank you.
And the other part about that is, for people who don't know, when we talk about the Keith Harris Show, GN, the GN stands for Global Network. Okay.
Yep.
So you being global, Imen, is right on time. So we definitely welcome that. So talking about the languages, so it's French. You speak 5 languages though.
I do. Oh my God! I don't know how I ended up speaking all of these 5 languages. Like my brain thinks French, and then I speak English. So basically, being born in Tunisia, you have the Arabic and the French for basic languages, and then once you graduate and you go to college, you have to learn a 3rd language, and then again, university, you have to learn a 4th language, and then it's up to you if you want to learn other languages. So I ended up having those 5 languages.
Okay, let me ask this question, because a lot of us, we get past 2 languages if we're lucky.
I know, right?
Like you got your basic language that you speak from your native language, I should say, and then you have that one other language. But here is the question I have: how do you, when you learn 5 languages, how do you maintain knowing them? Because I'm thinking, unless you're talking to people all the time in all these different 5 languages, can you forget one of them over time?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, listen to this. I have Tunisian friends here, so I keep my Tunisian accent with them, and then I have French friends, which I speak French with them, and then I have all my American friends where they only speak English, and then Spanish sometimes. But then there must be one that I will forget with the time, I bet. But I'm trying to do my best.
Wow. Okay. Now, all right. Speaking of all this, you also have your clothing line that you're coming out with.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
First of all, we'll talk about the clothing line. Let everybody know the name of your clothing line, first of all.
It's Fashino. It's Fashino.
Fashino.
Do you want to Yeah, Fashino or Fashino. I pronounce it the French way, so we insist on the I, on the F, sorry, Fashino.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Now, how did you get into the fashion world? Like, did it start out with you for fashion, or did you come into this industry through different methods? I know the other day when we spoke, you were kind of speaking about your relatives, your parents were also business people too.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, I love fashion since I was young. I remember, like, I used to take like some fabric and then cut them, and then dresses for my Barbies, and then being in a family of artists that synthesize all of that. And then after graduating from university, I said, you know what? I think I want to be a fashion designer because I have an eye. And I knew there is something that I needed to do for my future. And then here I am.
Wow. Now, what was it like? Let me ask you this. Can you remember the first design you ever made? I mean, whether it was the professional one or just that one you were sitting in your room when was it a dress? Was it a pair of shoes? Or was it that stick man everybody always draws?
Oh my God, yeah. It was like definitely that silly stick man. Like, I was looking at it and I was so proud of it. I was showing it to my father and my parents, and they were, oh my God, that is cute. I think that is something that definitely helped me, like this industry and being an artist in general. They never said that it was like awful or anything. They went ahead and then they said, yes, you can do it. You have an eye on it. And then, it was definitely a silhouette.
So when did you decide that this was going to be something? Okay, but now you were in Canada before you came here.
Yeah.
Big shouts out to the whole Canada as well.
Hi Canada, I miss you.
Right? She left y'all. But
oh my God, I miss them.
But so did you start out doing fashion in Canada as well? Like, or was it just the idea then?
When I went to Canada, I actually saw that I need to expand my vision and know more about art in general. Being a fashion designer, you need to know a lot about art. About painting and colors and all of that. And I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to have a degree in art and design. And that's exactly what I did. I went to the University of Quebec in Ottawa, and then I got my master's degree in art and design. And then I started from there. I said, okay, now I know about art and fashion and graphic, and then I'm going to try to come up with something. And that's how I came up with the 3D. It's a long story again, but that's exactly what it is.
We're gonna hear the long stories. We got time, so we're definitely we're gonna get those out of you.
You're scaring me now.
Don't be like that. But
just kidding.
Now taking it so okay, because that's something I want to dive into is the 3D, because I looked at those pictures and I did not totally know what you meant by 3D. I mean, most of us we're silly. We think 3D. We think popcorn movies is coming at you. And so so when I looked and I saw your 3D designs, and it looked like these people were almost real. You get a vision. You really get the vision of what these what these clothes look like on the person. You can see yourself wearing it. Was that the idea you were shooting for? Is that where you were trying to go with that?
Yeah, and by you saying this, that means that I really need it. That's exactly what I want. That's the message. Because if you go and compare, like I'm not going to compare with other designers, but in general, like a designer is going to deliver a 2D flat or handmade sketch. And then if you give this to your customer, it's fun, it's nice to look at, but then, you have to give him this extra work that once he looks at your design, you can imagine the actual garment once manufactured, once produced, and that's the dilemma we had. as a designer, I can see my design, how it's going to look like once manufactured. But for the customer, he would not know unless we go through prototyping and finding the right person who's going to do that, and that's a lot of money. So I said, you know what, let's be budget-wise here and do something for my customer that's going to help them understand how the garment is going to look like once manufactured. So that's as the 3D avatar, and then that's exactly why I did the 3D.
What? Yeah, because
option.
Yeah, because when you look at these pictures, you know, and these designs, it almost looks like the avatar was there, and then you took the dress or the bathing suit, and it looks like you just literally sat it on top of it. It almost looks like you could take the person's clothes off of the picture.
Yeah, definitely. And that's a work of 4 design tools, actually. Sometimes 5 to 4 design tools that I use. You have the 3D basic avatar software, and then you have the one that designs the clothing, and then I go with add all these software to add more accessories. So it's a lot of work to end up with this the final design that you see now.
Now, how do you come up with some of these designs sometimes? I mean, you know, you're sitting around, because I definitely have something. One of your designs I saw that I definitely want to ask you about. I think it's hot. But, you know, how do you get the machine of the mind rolling? I mean, do you sit down late at night sometimes and say, okay, this is what I see in my mind? How do you know, where does your inspiration for your designs come from?
Brainstorming, a lot of brainstorming, and then that is something that you need to know that I get all the requirements from my customer. These are young entrepreneurs. They're not from the fashion industry, but they want to invest in the fashion industry. So they come to me, they say, hey, Imen, listen, you know what, we have this budget. I have this idea of this, you know, I don't know. He has something in his head that he can't pull up. So he sent me all the information. It can be like pictures, handmade sketches, anything. So he sends me everything via email or whatever, and then I brainstorm and I talk a lot with my customer, and then I come up with a design. Basically, I have to stick to whatever they want. If someone wants like a shoe line, he knows exactly what he wants as far as color, the style, and then I do all the rest.
Okay.
I do brainstorming, I do the in-depth fashion design studies, period, all of that.
Okay. That's good. Yeah. That's good right there, because you are going totally heavyweight with that. You know, you talk about people now, as well as designing for other people. Of course, you have your line.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Now, how I come up with my line? That was your question, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what? That was a question, but you kind of told me that. You know, with the other line, but I want to know how you also. I also want to know how do you. But I guess it's a bit of the same answer. You have an idea and an eye for what the people want, right? Yeah.
What is it again? I'm sorry.
I said you kind of know already, or you look and you can tell what people like, because you have to have an eye for fashion, right?
Oh yeah. Oh my God, I have so many designs. I have them on the side, and then I go to Target or to Macy's, and I see those designs that look the same as mine. I said, oh my God, I have an eye.
You know what? Now, I saw a pair of shoes on your site.
Yep.
And those colors, I love the colors. The colors were phenomenal. Now, because they just pop, they kind of just pop out at you. And they are colors that people like to wear. And they're nice, lots of flavor. They're bright colors, happy colors, I should say. Are those shoes, is that one of your designs, or did somebody else ask for that design? Or?
Well, all what you have on my website, those are designs that I designed for a specific customer. Wow. But they don't tell me exactly what they want. They just know what client they want. They want to have a running shoe line, and then that's it.
Well,
so I have to come up with the design, with the colors, and all of that.
Somebody has a nice pair of shoes then.
Yeah. So exactly. So the end result is me.
Right.
They do tell me what they want, like as far as I said, fashion category, the style, but then that's it. These are busy people. They cannot like just stay there and design for me, or
Right.
So yeah.
Right. So how do people? I guess people, customers go to your website and they look it up and then they reach out to you and say, "Hey, Imen, will you make this for me?" And that's how they get in contact with you.
Yeah, definitely. So I have my website, and I'm on these 3 websites where all freelancers, they bid for projects around the world, and there's another dilemma. So you have to really work hard on price versus design, but I'm doing very good so far. So that's exactly how they can reach me.
You know what? That's a good question. That's one thing I can ask, if you can. Because I don't want to. What are your prices good?
What are my prices?
I mean, not no, no, not what are your prices. I won't do you like that. But are your prices? Okay, you do great work, so we know that quality cost, and you make quality, so it's going to cost. But do you make clothes? I mean, do you design? Do you make designs that are for both sides? The people who can spend a lot of money, and and do you have also, some work for the smaller guy? The people who may not be able to afford the high price. So in other words, do you have a wide variety of price ranges?
Oh yeah, I do. That's why the first question I ask is, what's your budget for the clothing line?
Oh, okay.
If the customer budget is very low, that I cannot do it, and then I can refer them to someone who can do it for them.
Right.
I have a lease price that I cannot do under that because I'm professional. I have 14 years of experience. I do 3D, which takes a lot of time, and then I'm trying to, make them gain as much money as I could. So that's something to take in consideration. So. I
like that business style.
I'm a businesswoman plus a fashion designer and a graphic designer.
Exactly. Now, kind of going back. Now, have people in Canada? Because I know do they come? Have they been contacting you some to get? Because as well as we both know, Canada is heavy on fashion.
It is.
For a lot of listeners out there who might not know, and a lot of people do know, Canada is on top of their fashion game. Like, they know fashion. Now, so do the Canadians reach out to you sometimes, or have they, or is that something in the future that they might start doing, or?
I mean, I hope they will reach out more to me now in the future, but I did work for Canadians before. I remember the first job I got actually was for the lingerie clothing line, believe it or not, for Shania Twain. I don't know if you remember her.
Of course. Who doesn't?
So there was a lingerie clothing line for her, not for her specifically, but this guy who wanted to use her as a model or something like that, to reach out to her. So he came up to me and said, "Hey, can you design the lingerie?" And we wanted to update the Shania Twain. So I was looking at her videos and then how she would love to wear and all of that. And then I came up with that lingerie line. That was my first job, was for a Canadian customer.
Oh, wow. So what are some of the different, because on your site, I know we see the bikinis, we see some kind of evening wear, some maybe, I saw a dress that someone could go out dancing in, I saw the shoes. What are some different styles that you make yourself, like that you come up with? Now, I know what I mean is, I know people come to you and they tell you what they want, but in your own designs, what are some of the different wares that you create?
That's a tricky question. I'm going to tell you because, to be honest with you, I have no limit.
Oh,
and
wow.
That is good and not good at some point, because I would design anything and my imagination doesn't end. I keep brainstorming. So I cannot really answer the question with a specific answer here. So
that's
I would
nice.
say.
So you might make some socks one day.
Yeah. I mean, I can not just one sock. I can make like 1,000 socks.
Wow! Holy moly!
And all my designs are exclusive. Like I will design something for you that I will not design for someone else. So you're buying an exclusive design that is made just for you, for your own customer, for your market, not for someone else. Like I can guarantee you, all of these designs would never be sold to someone else.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, what are you one day? Do you had a vision one day of opening up a store?
Oh yeah! Oh my God! Yeah. And that's what I'm heading now. I'm heading to this point of my life where I have to have my own clothing line. I'm old enough. I'm not gonna tell you my age, but I'm old enough to start my business as a fashion designer, designing my own clothing line.
Oh, okay. I think you're 21.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm 18. I just turned 18
So now, with this, where do you see yourself? Let's say 5 years from now, when it's when you've got the fashion show, can you see yourself? You know what? Do you plan to have a fashion show anytime in the future?
Yeah, that's going to be in a year from now. In 5 years, I see myself at the Ellen DeGeneres show, presenting me as the big fashion designer ever to have invented this serious dancewear line that rocked the fashion industry. That's how I see myself in 5 years from now.
Oh, that's what's up. Well, I've got some red carpet events coming up that I'm gonna need to go to. So I'd love to be wearing some fashion. How you say it? Fashion.
Fashion in French.
Yeah, well, I'm saying. Look, I'm saying it whatever way I know how to say it. So I'm saying.
Go ahead, sir.
I think I'm saying
Fashino.
Fashino. There you go. So I love to hit the red carpet and wearing designs by Imen Guelbi and some Fashino. That would be awesome.
Oh my God, it's gonna be my honor. It's gonna be my honor.
Right. And look, and to all, and I'm saying this too, to all the people out there in the industry, and big shouts out to Jose Maisonette too. Let me give him a big shout out too.
Yeah, please. Yeah. I mean, oh my God, he's been there helping me network, like talking to me and hey, go ahead, you're the best. Cheating up for me. I mean, Jose, thank you for listening to me. Thank you. That's all I can say. Absolutely,
Jose. You definitely had a great eye for talent, and what brings me to that thought is, you being in the right direction. You're definitely in the right direction. First of all, you're in Atlanta, and we know that Atlanta is a great place to be for you lifting off your clothing line. A lot is going on there. And then next of all, just being connected with the right people, even down, into the movie and film industry. And I say that to say this to all of the industry people that are out there listening right now. You know what I'm saying? Definitely check Imen's designs out, okay? Because you love to be wearing some of these gowns that I've seen on the red carpet, some of these dresses. And as she said before, no one else will have it. So right.
That's her or him. That's exclusive.
Right. So when the cameras flash, that would be a big deal. And even contact Imen and get her to come up and design something, for some of the film festivals that are coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and help spread what's going on. Now, what is the website that everyone goes to?
It's www.fashino.net.
Okay.
That's my.
I gotta ask this because you said you have no limitations, but this is for the ladies because the ladies love high heels, right?
Okay.
Right. Can you design high heels? They all want to know that.
I do. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Check my website again, and you'll see some stunning high heels, diamonds and sort of stuff, and all of that.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, stiletto kind of shoes, like to go nightclub and all of that.
Okay. And summertime, like like we talked about before, it's summertime, so everybody's trying to go to the beach and in the, the bikinis with the and some people want to have that piece that covers up the bottom half, or people
cover up.
Yeah, okay, that's what you call it, right? Because you got some women out there who they're trying to get in shape. Beach time is here already. They're not quite looking like exactly where they want to be. So you can get yourself the good bikini with the cover up, and some nice heels to go with it and look amazing.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. That would be the European style of hitting the beaches, though. Yeah. Not here in the U.S. nor in Canada. People are like, which I love, but they go to the beach. But if you go to North Africa or Europe, oh my God, you have to be like 100% fashionista when you go to the beach.
Exactly.
Some people don't even swim; they just go to show all what they're wearing, like Chanel and Yves Saint Laurent and all of that.
This is true.
Yeah.
And, I tell you what, when I said that, I didn't mean to leave out a lot of places, but that is true. There is a difference in how people dress depending on, what country you're in. Now, you are able to cover wherever they are. Like if someone comes to you and they're talking about Europe, for instance, right? If someone comes to you and they're talking about Europe and they're from Europe, you already know to create that European style, opposed to the difference in an American style.
Yeah, definitely. And coming up from different culture and living in Canada, in Tunisia, and traveling a lot definitely helps me. And those are one of the questions. Question number one, what's your budget? Question number two, what's your target market? Yeah. Which country? So then,
Listen, My team just bought me a pair of these heels on your site.
Okay.
This is some great work. Okay. These look amazing.
Thank you.
They're the ones.
Thank you.
Let me describe them to you. They're the ones they're high heels, and they've got they're red and white, and they've got like some little studs, some like diamond studs on the heel part. Yeah. You probably make some of your designs.
I see what you're talking about.
Do you know which ones I'm talking about?
It's the crystal clear heels, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the crystal ones. Those they look amazing. So this is the type of stuff you are creating. These are amazing designs. I haven't seen any I'm a man, so I don't know much about heels, but they look great. I encourage everybody to go check what do they call it? The crystal what?
Crystal clear heels. That's what I call them.
Okay, the crystal clear heels. I just wanted to point that out. I'm glad they bought me those to look at. Since we were on that topic. Those are not cheap, right?
No.
They don't.
Cheap. I mean, depends. If you want to go with Swarovski crystal, yeah, definitely those are not going to be cheap. But there are other alternatives for the Swarovski which are less expensive than that. So depends on what materials you want to make them with.
Well, the reason I tell you, the reason I say that for all the listeners out there is because I want them to understand that this is quality work. When you go to this site and you look at the designs that Imen is making, this is extreme quality work. So we don't want you to go there and think that you're gonna get the $5 pair of shoes. This is
no.
Yeah, this is not necessarily for the discount rack. These are designs for people who want to spend some money to really look good. And and they can do that.
Especially now in this fashion market, you have like everything. All of the ideas have been brought up, right? So if you wanna hit the fashion market, you either hit it with something that you've never seen before, something expensive, or maybe not too expensive, or don't go through that at all.
Okay.
So
Am I allowed to ask you how much those shoes might run somebody? Let's say I want to get somebody a pair. Or is that giving away?
Oh my God. One pair, if I find a good manufacturer for you, you're paying for the prototype, right?
Right.
So when you pay for a prototype, you pay like double, 10 times the price.
Wow.
I would say like maybe 1,000.
Okay. But
one. But I'm sorry to interrupt. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not mad at that though. I am not mad at you saying $1,000 because listen, for good designer shoes, that's what they would cost, and these look hot.
Yeah.
Now looking at now the bags also. You got some bags. I see some bags as well, handbags. And I see the different colors that are coming in. You've got what's that, like a mustard yellow and white. You've got red and white, and I think they have Natsu on them or something like that. Are those your designs, or is that?
Yeah, those were my designs for the Irish brand, Natsu.
Oh.
So this client came to me and said, "Hey, listen, I want you to create a new accessory line for the handbags, leather and all of that. Go ahead, let's be as creative as you can. But remember, I need to sell them. I just don't need something avant-garde that will not sell." Right? So I said, "Yeah, sir, go ahead, yes." So he gave me like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Sometimes I have to work under pressure. People have timeline. You know, they just come up with these ideas and they, okay, 3 weeks, finish it. And, you know, so yeah.
Now the Veloce, what is it? The Velo, I think I'm saying it right. The Veloce shoes, is that Italian as well?
Yeah, that's the Veloce shoes were for a customer in Miami.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow.
So, and also my customer, they're not from the fashion industry, by the way. Some people are doctors, some of them are lawyers, and those are not people they're not from the fashion industry at all. These are people who have money, they want to invest in the fashion industry, but they don't know how to start or how to finish. So that's where I come. I do the design, and then I help them find a manufacturer. If they don't have time to deal with that, I do the supervising for them, and I try to stay within their budget, even to find a manufacturer. And that's why, again, I speak those languages. Because I have the only language I don't speak is Mandarin.
Right. Because in order to talk to the manufacturers, you're talking to people in other countries and stuff like that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, exactly. And, you know, obviously being from Tunisia, I try to bring everything there. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work because our prices are very high. So I have to go to Bangladesh or China. And that's the only language I don't speak, which is Mandarin. Well,
you know what? You got to get the Mandarin. You know you need the Mandarin.
I am. I'm working on it.
Yeah, you definitely got to get that. So you know what? That's good to know for a lot of people out there that Imen can not only create wonderful designs, but she can help you get your own design and your business off the ground. A lot of people do not know where to go find these manufacturers in other places.
Yeah, that's where I come. I had conference with these people, video conference, and what I have to, I can oversee the prototype, the fabric. They send me fabric swatches. Nowadays, entrepreneurs have time to do that, so that's where I come again. You know, just give me this budget and just start working on it.
What are you wearing? I'm gonna try to get a little personal now. What are you wearing when you go out? Do you jump out? Do you hop out in your own designs sometimes? Let's say you're going to a major event or something elegant. Do you find yourself sometimes where you have your own designs? Well, I'm sure you do though, because you want to promote yourself, right?
I do, but the thing that you don't know about me, I don't do pattern making, I don't do sewing, I don't do all of that. So the only way for me to jump into my own clothing is to create my own clothing line, which I'm doing now. So usually what I do, I go to those brand names like H&M, Express, and just pick up stuff that I like. And usually people like it. Say, hey, you wear nice clothes. Are these yours? No, I just went here and here and picked them from there. So.
Well, I think that's what we want to know. A lot of us want to know that is, when are you coming with your clothing line? And here's why I say this, Imen. Because, everyone can see that you make like beautiful, beautiful designs. Okay.
Yeah.
And as you said, people will want to wear your stuff. Like you just said, they can't really wear, if you make some let's say you're here in America and you're making something for someone somewhere else, it's a little harder for people to find those persons' designs to be able to wear, whereas they would love to wear your designs. So I have to ask, when can we expect your designs to come out?
Very soon, actually, within next winter. Talking about that, my clothing is going to be fitness and wear line. Something that you don't know about you, or maybe you know. I love hitting the gym, and I love doing Zumba and dancing in general. So I said, once I go to the gym to do Zumba or any other dancing activities, all that you found out there is like, sport bra, yoga bras. That's not what you want to wear when you want to do like pole dancing, hip hop. When you want to go to Zumba, say, you know what, I need to come up. I need to do something about that. So that started happening. And now we are at the prototyping stage with a partner in Spain. He's doing all the beautiful job, choosing the fabric and all of that. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I would say next winter. This winter.
Okay. And that's about the right time, too, because everybody wants to work out to get ready for the summertime. Yeah. So that'll be right on time for them to check out those designs. You might need to, if you're gonna design the clothes, design the workout gear, you might need to go ahead and make you a good workout video for everybody, too.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wear my own clothing line, my own stuff, and then just do a YouTube video and then share it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? and
definitely.
That would be awesome. Listen, Imen, look, what else is going on? Is there anything we didn't touch on? What else is there anything else going on that we didn't talk about?
Yeah, definitely. There is something we did not talk about. I'm a costume designer, actually. I design costumes for movies.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm designing actually right now a costume, a superhero costume for a TV show called The Guardian Birth of Thor by Ricardo Soriano. It's about villains and superhero and all of that. I'm also designing another costume for an Atlanta short movie here created by this young producer, Marcus Mosley. So yeah.
You are doing
big costumes.
You doing some big things, even.
Yeah, I know. I told you I have no limit.
Holy cow! So yeah, look again. I want to say to the movie industry out there and everybody out there listening, right? That is crazy. Like, so listen, she can everything from just your regular wear, your go out wear, all the way up to costumes. And and this is a superhero costumes. You can make superhero costumes too.
Oh my God! I can't talk a lot about it.
I know.
It's gonna be a big superhero costume. I'm telling you, with everything. And I'm also planning for Jose, actually, a superhero costume with my partner. This is a project between me, Jose, and my partner in Spain. A superhero costume for Jose, exclusive for him.
Yeah, wow, that's going down. You can have Jose looking extraordinary, extra extraordinary on set.
God. He already looks extraordinary, so
Right. Holy cow, that's gonna be amazing. I cannot wait to see those. That's going to be awesome. Yeah. Wow.
Thank you. Yeah.
So and so people can do that too. Again, they can contact you now for the costumes and things of that nature. Would they still go to your website to get in contact with you for that as well?
Site or Facebook page. I'm not on Twitter yet, nor on Instagram. I didn't have the time, to be honest with you, but I'm going to be in those two social medias very soon. But yeah, Facebook and my website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll be sharing my Facebook page. I think you already have it.
Yeah, I do. And what we'll do, or what I'll do is make sure that on our Facebook pages and Twitters and social media. I'm not too big on it. Facebook is my main outlet. I'm not good at Twitter yet. And Instagram is cool, but it's only pictures. So like pictures is good for somebody like you. It's like great because you have all these designs. I just can't go in there and put up a whole bunch of pictures. I don't even have that many things to post about. Right?
I don't think people I don't think everyone will have the time nor the patience to go through all the images. This is why I was, should I go Instagram? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's not Facebook for me is really big. I'm networking through Facebook. I'm doing all my work via Facebook. I'm always online. So people are saying, do you work or you're online? I said, I work on Facebook.
Right.
So, yeah.
And also, look, I got a kind of a funny joke. I almost want to say 5 languages. So if you need foreign language classes, contact Imen for those too. She can help you.
Yeah, oui, absolument. Yeah, sure.
I know, right? Like the other day, the other day when I was saying that je t'aime or whatever it was, I was like, all. See, I could pronounce it. I just couldn't spell it, right?
Oh my God, yeah. And they were smart enough to know exactly what you wanted to say, right?
Exactly. I knew you would. That was cool. That was really cool.
Yeah.
All right. So look, Imen, listen, it's been amazing talking to you. I'd love for you to come back on the show and talk to us again. Make sure, okay? And I say this a lot. Sometimes people do it, sometimes they don't. Look, your designs, when you post your designs, the new things that you create, please post them. Tag them to my social media. Tag them to my Facebook page.
Okay, I will.
Okay? Because again, your work is phenomenal, and I know there are a lot of people who would love who will see these designs and hit you up like, wait a minute, girl, you made this, like, what is this? Kind of, let me order 4 or 5 or some people who for the movie industry. I'm sure they will. So
yeah, definitely. That's why I like Facebook or knowing good people like you, and networking is very important for me, because people they are looking right now for people like me, but they don't know how to reach out to them. Exactly.
And and everybody out there, when you see some of the work that Imen is doing, you're going to say, well, where was she all this time? We did not know. She's not messing around. Like I say, anytime, when you can hear somebody who's designing, all these different lines for other people, as she say, doctors, lawyers, film industry people, she's really doing her thing really big. Look, do you ever make designs for people back home sometimes? I know mom and dad probably get to hook up sometimes, don't they?
I designed this swimwear line for a customer in Tunisia, but this guy is selling for France, so it's not really for my home country.
Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what, when I get when I get right, when I get right and I get my money right a little more, I'm coming out with the KeithHarris clothing line through. Through
please.
You.
I want to change those designs you have on your website. I keep looking at them and I can do better than that.
Well, you know what? You need to go ahead. All right. Make it happen. Hey, look, I'm ashamed now. You got me wanting to ask you which ones are you talking about? Like,
I see a bunch of t-shirts, clothes, I think, and hats. That's what I'm talking about. They're good. They're basic. But you are big and great. You need to have better than that.
You have been doing your homework, Imen.
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay. Hey, look. I bet you, look, you probably got some people over at the station turning around in their chairs right now out there hearing you say.
I'm so sorry, I didn't mean that.
They probably pass it out right now. But you know what? We like that. That's great. And I'm sure you will get a call for sure about making something. You're definitely going to get a call from me. So
I hope so. But you know what? You guys are busy doing your own business. You are very good at doing, so leave the fashion design for me, and then we'll be a team of professional people.
That's what I'm talking about. That sounds great.
Yeah.
So look, I'm telling my hotline radio staff and all my people right now, we getting ready to put out some different KeithHarris t-shirts to go with the ones we already got. Yep, I'll be happy to help. That's what's up. Listen, everybody out there, Well, first, before I say all of that, again, I just wanted to thank you for coming on. I'm glad you did. And I want you to come back on again. We're going to follow you and all your designs and keep everything posted so everyone knows where to find you at. Congratulations on your success, as I always say. And thank you. Listen, I wish you so much more success, and I already see it. already see it happening. I mean, I definitely see great things in the future for you. Again, I thank Jose for making the connection. Yeah. Way bigger than I imagined. You know what I mean? And you're doing wonderful work. Listen, everybody out there, you are listening to the Keith Harris Show. We are talking to the wonderful, extremely talented, now I have to say multi-talented because she's just business all over the place, Imen Guelbi. Yeah. And Fashino is the name of the line. All right. If you want to check out her clothes, Imen, again, give them the website quick.
It's www.fashino.net. FASHINO.net.
And we'll be posting the website on Facebook page, on the Facebook page as well, so you will know where to go find her at. Now, in case anyone tuned in a little bit late to the show, you can go back and check out the full conversation with myself and Imen Guelbi on social media. It will be up later today. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be real heavy. Can you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Can you say Hotline Radio in French?
Radio Hotline. Merci.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Hey, I
was going to say bye in all languages, but you got me here.
Nah, do that too. That's really cool. Like.
Okay, I'll go ahead. So, thank you, and au revoir, shukran, grazie, and gracias.
Wow, that's cool. All right, look, I'm gonna be hitting you up on the Facebook page to help me out with something, because I'm gonna tell you something, Imen. Also, like, you know, this show is global, it's worldwide, and so that's really cool that you can speak all of these languages. I might hit you up sometime and get you to send out something in other languages on the show as well. Like if you want to advertise on the social media page or whatever like that, then then what we'll do is we'll have you do it in different languages so that other people all over the globe will still be able to read it and know it as well. And hit us up with a commercial. Hit us up with a commercial so I can air it during my show too.
Yes, please. Yeah, sure, I'll do that for you. And now, like right now, I have friends all over the world listening to your show now, because I have friends in France.
Yeah.
In Place there. I have friends in Tunisia who are listening to me now. I have my friends in the US, and I have some in Spain.
Well, do you need to say hello to them? Like the ones in Tunisia, can they understand? Are they fluent in the English right now, or did you need to say something to all of them in a different language in Tunisia?
I mean, everyone speaks and everyone understands English, right? So that's an international language.
Okay, well, you told me something with that because I didn't know that.
Everyone understands.
I know. When I was in Canada, I went to Quebec. I know you know where Quebec is, Montreal, right?
Oh yeah.
I know.
Montreal, yeah.
Right, and everybody, of course, French is their second language in Canada. So I went to Quebec when I was living up there, and people were looking at me kind of crazy because I didn't speak French, and I was like, well, okay, all right, so.
Yeah, they take it for granted that you speak both languages, but sometimes we don't.
Yeah. But I enjoyed it though. All right, listen, Imen Guelbi, thank you for coming on the show today. Again, we hope to hear from you soon, and we will be talking to you later. You have a wonderful day. Is it sunny in ATL right now?
Thank you for having me, and bye everyone. Thank you for listening.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Everyone, that was Imen Guelbi, wonderful fashion designer. Check out her clothing line, Fashino. All right. Also go to the website www.fashino.net. Check out some amazing wares. I mean, handbags, hats, shoes, everything, all sorts of things. I mean, she was right when she said that her creativity is limitless. And so check that out and get right. Go buy something. And again, these are quality designs too. Okay, so don't be afraid to step your game up. I know everybody out there talking about what they wear, and I be rocking this and I be rocking that. Well, rock some Fashino. Okay, talk about that. All right. Also, again, I want to remind you all that this full conversation between Imen Guelbi and myself will be posted on social media shortly. Once again, we thank her for coming in and talking to us today. Of course, you know you listen to the #1 station on the net, Hotline Radio. I'm your host, Keith Harris, host of the Keith Harris Show.